So in this segment, we're going to run through adjustment points for taller users for our FGT Pro. Right here we have Jai, another member of our NLR team. Jai stands at approximately 6'6", which is just under 2 meters, probably about 198, 199 centimeters. So I'm going to get him to sit in the cockpit and we'll fit it out for him. So what I'm going to do is loosen off this bolt here on this slot hole, and I'm just going to rotate this backrest forward to give his shoulders a little bit closer to the wheel plate, a little bit more comfortable in GT position. So loosen that off a little bit. Just going to push this up a little bit, maybe about there, looks good. All right, take the weight off the backrest, perfect. And I'll tighten this back up. All right, as we mentioned, once you're done the seat, then we'll move on to the wheel plate assembly. As you can see, his knees are almost touching the wheel plate at the moment, so let's give him a little bit more room. So we're going to loosen off these shoulder bolts. Bring this right up to the top hole. Bring that back in. Do the same to the rear shoulder bolts. Rotate these ones up, tighten them a little bit. Now Jai, grab the steering wheel. That's quite comfortable. All right, next thing we're going to do is the pedal plate assembly, so he can get his knees out of there. So at the moment, what I'm going to suggest, because he is so tall, we're going to drop these pedal plate points quite low, so to give him quite a lot more room. So we'll loosen off these front ones first. Like we said, loosen the front ones, then adjust the rear. Use the rear ones as a rotation point. We're going to drop these right down, probably about here. Third from the bottom, not all the way. Keep them a little bit loose to allow for ease. And we'll loosen off these back ones. And drop this one down to the third one as well. Now, if you leave these shoulder bolts a little bit loose, we can actually extend this extrusion further out. So Jai, what I want you to do is put your feet up on the pedals now and see how comfortable that is. Now see, he's still quite, because he's got quite long legs, it's still quite not comfortable for him, so we need a little bit more length in this pedal plate. So Jai, just put your feet back on the floor. Now, to do that, what we can do is take these front bolts out of the pedal plate, use our Allen key, take them completely out. And then we'll loosen off these back bolts on the pedal plate. Now what we can do, there are multiple holes along this pedal plate, so we can actually move this pedal plate so it's cantilevered over the end of the extrusion. So it gives it a little bit more length. Just make sure your T-nuts still line up. I think about there. Now Jai, do you just want to put your feet up for me? Where are we sitting?
Yeah, that's perfect right there.
About there, bit comfortable? All right, so we'll chuck these bolts back in. Tighten these ones back up. Both the front and the back bolts. And then we'll tighten up these shoulder knobs as well. All done. Put your feet up, Jai. Now we've just put a 6'6" person in the FGT Pro.
Hi, I'm Jai. I'm 6'6" and I approve the FGT Pro.
All right, so now we've got Batter, who's also another member of our team. We've got him at about 5'5", which is just under 170 centimeters. As you can see from where Jai was sitting, this is not going to work for Batter. Okay, so to start with, like we said, we're already in our suggested GT position. So what we're going to do is adjust his backrest so that his shoulders are a little bit closer to the wheel. So we'll adjust it here, loosen this one off. And we'll kink this backrest forward, probably about there, quite comfortable. All right, take the weight off the back and we'll tighten it back up. Right, now that we've done his seat, now we're going to move on to his wheel. So as you can see, he's reaching quite far out. So we're going to bring this wheel a lot closer to him. So firstly, we're going to loosen this off, front shoulder knobs. Remember to hold on to the weight of the wheel and the wheel plate when loosening these so you don't drop the wheel onto your shins or your knees. So firstly, we're going to loosen this off, front and the back a little bit. We're going to bring this quite closer to him so it's a comfortable position. Where's that angle? About there?
A little bit higher.
A little bit higher?
That's it, that's perfect.
Go on the third position here. All right, now it's slightly tilted down towards him. Is that comfortable for you or do you want it flat?
No, that's comfortable.
Comfortable? All right, we'll leave those back ones there. Tighten those up. Okay, so next point, now that we've done his wheel plate assembly, now we're going to move on to his main issue, the pedal assembly. So, opposite of Jai, you're going to take these bolts out on the front of the pedal plate and put them back into the original position. Loosen the rear ones off as well. We're going to slide this pedal plate back so it's all sitting on top of the extrusion. I'll push that to about the middle and I'll tighten those up. Excuse me, better. Tighten the rear ones. Now, Batter, just put your feet up on there for me.
Yep.
Now, I would say these is still too low for Batter, so what I'm going to do is lift this pedal plate up just a little bit. So I'll loosen these front ones loose, and then use the extrusion to get them closer. Where's it comfortable?
More, I would say.
Keep coming?
Yeah, that's about right.
All right, and we'll tighten those up. There we go. So now we have Batter, who's 5'5", fits comfortably in the FGT Pro.
I'm Batter, and I'm 5'5", and I approve of the FGT Pro.